I chose Excelsior University way back in 1973 when it was the Regents External Degree Program of the University of the State of New York. And the reason why I did is at that time, I had an associate degree, which I had very recently earned in respiratory therapy from a community college in California. And I had very good fortune of landing a job as an instructor in a respiratory therapy program at a small college in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But here I was very young, I was 22 years old, living in Albuquerque. There was really one real university available to me at that time. This was 1974, back in the dark ages, before the internet and such. And that was the University of New Mexico. And of course, they would not transfer my credits from my associate degree from the community college in California. And I was wondering what I could do to advance my education and yet not give up this job and not have to move somewhere else. And I asked a former instructor of mine at the college that I was at, I spoke with him on the phone about my situation, and he said, have you ever heard about the New York Regents External Degree Program? It's something that just started a couple of years ago. He said, it really looked like it was the perfect program for me and for people who were in my situation. What I loved about their motto was, it's what you know, it's not how you learned it. The number one thing in my career that happened that benefited me the rest of my life was the degree that I earned through Excelsior University. It just opened every kind of door for me, things that I could not absolutely imagine. Things that I never dreamed of when I earned that degree, when I was pursuing that degree. I was looking at shorter term goals, and I needed this and I had to do that. I had no idea what further doors were going to be opening up down the road. And that degree just benefited me my entire career. It gave me hope to get that degree. Not that I felt hopeless or trapped or anything bad like that. I felt very happy about where I was and what I was doing at the time. But it gave me a realization that there was an even wider world out there, and I could reach for that world. It gave me that kind of hope. It gave me that kind of encouragement. It's, wow, I did this, and look at what's happened now and what I can do with this. And I realized that I could continue my education. I loved traditional learning, but I loved the learning that I was getting through Excelsior University. The self-paced learning that I could do. And so that's really, and in that sense, it prepared me for my future career, because it really enabled me to reach out and reach ahead and look ahead on what other doors I could open and what other doors would be opening up for me. Far greater than I ever realized would be the case when I first enrolled in the program, and even when I initially completed the degree. Well, I could say the trite things like never give up and all of that. They're all true. They're trite because they're so completely true and so obvious. But I would say take delight in what you're doing, because if you enjoy it now, there's only going to be better things waiting for you down the road.